Push, push, push.
Yeah, and for me, I feel like they might have got a bit overwhelmed by Scrypt in those early couple of rounds, and that caused them to lose a bit of morale. And then Scrypt obviously got on top there and overwhelmed them.
Yeah, absolutely. So first ban coming out, I'm expecting a Monty, but Capital will be taken out there. It does look like Venberg don't want to have to deal with Scrypt with all that utility.
Yeah, so we didn't see Venberg play Capital at all last map, so... And we saw
Capital.
Capital, yeah, no, Capital. We didn't see Venberg play it at all, so it'd be... it's good ban for them as Scrypt did play it, I believe, every attack round. There was only 3, so I believe it was, as Scrypt is going to ban the Monty. So 2 maps in a row that the Monty has been banned.
And that's because of the presence he brings. He gives you he brings so much presence to the point where you can be distracted and the rest of your team starts trying to collapse on him because you need more than one to deal with him sometimes. But if he's on the board, and I mean if he's taken off the board, then your team can focus better on their gunfights, better on holding those anchor points and those turning points, and making sure that you're not crumbling under the attacker's gaze. So Kaid being taken out there on a map like Clubhouse, he plays a huge part. Not only because he can impact tricked C4 now as well, because he can also stop you from getting in hatches. And on a site like Armory and Church, it's just hard to deal with, you know. Valkyrie being taken out the board as well, they don't want to have to deal with more intel than they have to.
Yeah, so the Kaid ban, interesting from Scrypt, as Kicked played a fair bit of that Kaid, and played it well too with that DMR, but I'm not sure if that was just for the gun over the utility more. As we see, Scrypt are going to be on attack here for this second map.
I think on the last map for Coastline, it was definitely for the gun. Kaid's not a mandatory pick for a lot of strategies we see in Pro League these days, but I'm pretty sure it was a preference for the TSGC 12. Kazaa on Bandit now, an operator we haven't seen just yet, but it does look like Cache and CCTV will be the map site that we will be going to. IQ being swapped out as well, so maybe we see Evo try to take them out and dismantle their defenses from the bottom up.
Yeah, and looking at the bans, Echo, Mirror, and the Maestro are all left unbanned, so this is going to be a very strong defensive-sided map, I think, especially with the meta at the moment. Most maps are defender-sided, but especially with these bans, I expect the defense to go very well.
Especially with an Echo.
Yep.
Yeah, especially with 2 Yokais and a deployable shield, Echo should be able to hold the fort down quite well. The Gamble 9 actually being picked up here. I'm not too sure if he's going to be using that for too long, but a route has been prepped on the storage window. And Believe is going to be trying to hold down that garage catwalk for as long as possible.
So once again, we see Kicked on this buck. He did a very good job on it in map 1. Got that, I think it was 1 grenade kill. He's going to be pushing very aggressively. He might be able to catch off Nano Kids here. He's going to get that drone in for him, and they know where Nano Kids is, and Nano Kids cannot hit that drone. And Kicked with a beautiful headshot, getting that first kill within the 30 seconds, and Scrypt continuing their dominance from map 1 here.
There you go. Holiday is going to be redeploying that deployable shield. More Echo drones, Yokai drones will be pushed out and trying to hold down the construction for as long as possible. Exothermic on that garage as well is going to make it easy for them to try to deny any plants and get into the garage a little bit safer as well, because pushing through the main door facing the kennels can be hell, especially if someone is camping upstairs in the garage catwalk railings. Kicked already trying to get onto anyone trying to deny. There we go. We've got the one bandit electric shockwire. Shockwire is being taken out there. Yeah, that's the one. Shockwire is being taken out there, and it does look like a couple of concussions as well.
We see this CCTV wall being opened up as the nade from below. Oh, just missed time there from Kick. And he's going to open up the floor there, and just missing the legs there, as we're going to be seeing some spray coming towards Kitchen, and Kix is going to chase Titan and get him off. That's a second for Kick in the round.
Wow.
And he's still going to be going to work here with this skeleton key. Did not phase him at all.
How did he get caught like that? I mean, that's unfortunate. Getting caught in the rotation back and oh, what? Believe.
Believe.
Just for some extra style points, he does pick up that kill mid-air on the vault down after Pink come out. Believe picks up the double and a triple for himself. You know what? That's what he... Oh, no, he will be taken out before he can use the stim to pick himself back up. But with a nice triple kill, he does level up the playing field so far. Venberg and Scrypt now 2-2 on the first round. A very different round for Venberg so far on that defense. And maybe Holiday can save and clutch out the round with that yokai, but it doesn't seem like he's too worried about that just yet.
Yeah, so that was Believe hitting two beautiful shots there. One through the wall, I believe it was, onto kicks, and single-handedly putting his team back into this round. And now with 15 seconds to go, this should be a Venberg round. The Echo, there's at least one Echo drone still up, and if Wild Lotus goes for this plant here, he should get Echo droned. As he's not actually on the drone, it might have been taken out.
Excuse me?
5 seconds to go. No, they get the plant down, and it's all down to a 1v1 here. Holiday and Rix.
Well, that exactly spells out what they're expecting to do there. And Scrypt win that from a very poor defense from Venberg, not using your utility at all. Maybe the yokai drones were all down. We can't.
Yeah, I think that must have been it, because I know there was an Echo drone earlier in the round I saw over near where that plant spot was, but it may have been taken out, and that would have had to be the only reason, because surely Holiday would have heard the plant going down there.
I mean, there was one over by the construction. They could have just relocated it.
Yeah, and I'm not entirely sure if they knew where the attack was coming from. That might have been the reason for not rotating over, but anyway, we're going to have Venberg going back to CCTV once again. And we're going to see Titan on the Allah.
Okay. He's pulling out all the stops. Titan wants to bring this in. Believe back on that dock. He's had some good success on it so far. And he did go pretty big last round. So hopefully seeing another triple kill for him come out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Titan is running this shotgun. It sounds like, yes, he's running that shotgun again. So he's just loving this shotgun. That's all he runs on the Allah here. As
well, to be fair, that's all you should run on the Allah sometimes.
Yeah, but on this map, I don't know, I wouldn't expect the Allah to bring the shotgun.
Not on this side, at least.
Yeah,
if you wanted to hold, possibly? Absolutely, on the basement for maybe holding the main stairs or
holding around church,
yes.
Moto, you could, but yeah, it's an interesting spot. I want to see where he's going to be playing it, because there's a lot of angles you need to cover if some of these walls get opened up, and he looks like he's going to be going on roam, so he does see that drone. Good. Could be playing over in this strip, possibly. No, in the pool table. But if he gets cut off here, he's going to be in big trouble. It looks like they already have an inkling that he's here.
Yeah, unfortunately, he will be cornered, and they're going to push him quite aggressively. They're very sure of where he is as well. So surely he's been droned out, and they actually know where he's going to be sitting. Two members are actually going to be pushing that angle, one waiting and one being pinged out as well. It does look like, Rix losing the fight there to the FO12, and Evil's going to refrag that, but they lost their Zofia, and that's a lot of utility. Both Polish operators being taken out so soon. Very interesting.
Yeah, interesting that Zofia did lose to that Allah shotgun there, but 1-for-1 trade. I think Scrypt will take that against the aggressive Allah, as they've still got some soft breach in this Buck.
Yeah, it does look like Buck is going to be trying to do as much as... Oh, no. Get off your drone, buddy. Evil bringing that IQ was especially for that. And he almost picked up that kill on Holiday as well. But he moves out just in time. For those that don't realize what happened just now, Echo now gets revealed when he's on his yokai drones to the electronic detector held by IQ. So Kick is actually pushing through. He's waiting for a frag to come out, and he's got his eyes on the stairs. They've already rotated past him, so he's going to start getting to work on the vertical game here with that skeleton key. But Believe has an eyesight, an eye line all the way through, and it does like, Nano Kids with a nice kill onto Kicks as he just rotates all the way back through the... I think he's going to go through Church and Oil Pit. So once he gets through Oil Pit, he might be able to come in for another flank onto Evo. But it does look like he has to relocate anyway.
Yeah, we did see one Echo drone get taken out there by Evo. As there's still a minute to go in this round, so very doable for Scrypt as they are going to be droning behind the mute here. Is he? Yes, Nanokins is going to be thrown down. He's going to, once again having a little bit of trouble hitting that drone, and Evo's going to be the one that's tasked to chase him down. Not sure if Nanokins will be expecting him to coming from these main stairs, and Evo's going to be pushing up very aggressively. He sees the head and doesn't land the shots. Neither of them landing any shots, both still on 100 health. And Evo's going to be the one that takes down Nanokids. That's a second for there for Evo. And a 3v3 with the health advantage in Scrypt with 30 seconds to go.
Oh no, there we go. We're seeing Scrypt being absolutely dismantled without Evo, but he's going to have to peek that, and he gets taken out quite easily. There we go, Believe. Picking up that one. The Fragmeister himself all the way in the garage. He's having too much fun. They're going to have to bring somebody else to flesh him out because I tell you what, it would have worked with the Capital. But maybe that's why they banned him out.
Yeah, interesting to see that. Even a Monty there would be able to flush out the Believe on that dock, but Scrypt were the ones that banned that Monty. So it's coming to bite them in the backside as we're going to have to see a new site, and it is going to be Church. No surprise there from Venberg, as Church and CCTV, the two most played sites on this map by far.
Very interesting round 2 so far. Does look like round 3 coming around. Nanokids swapping onto the Capcan. And interesting and unorthodox picks for a site like Church and Arsenal.
Yeah, very interesting. 6 picking off the Pulse when this is probably the site where Pulse is the best on Clubhouse. He can obviously see 4 from below in bedroom and CCTV, but this Church site, the whole of kitchen usually does get opened up eventually, so using that Pulse is very, very useful, and especially with no IQ on the board for Scrypt. That Pulse would have had free reign, but instead going onto the Capcan.
Well, just like Frost Traps, Capcan entry denial devices can be overlooked, and they might not expect them to. They might not expect to actually have to deal with them or where they may be placed. Unless they, of course, they drone it and they particularly look for it. So, Nano's going to go around the map, put him down on random doors, and maybe he might be able to get a couple of free shots and a couple of free damage here and there. Not too sure. He will be rotating upstairs, actually. Maybe he's going to go for a bit of a roam himself. But Nano, with a very swift and stealthy entrance into the strip club, might be able to flush out any roamers real quick. I'm sure he's going to move over to kitchen soon, though.
Yes, it looks like there is one roamer upstairs. That is Nanokids up in the logistics office. But as Titan's actually going to be playing aggressive on these blue stairs, and there's pre-fight coming out from Kicked.
Oh,
A beautiful
man.
headshot there. Kicked, showing that he's not just a buck player. He's actually not on the buck this round, which is interesting. It's actually Evo on the buck, as they do see these Capcan traps, so they know that there is a Capcan on the board.
Yeah, we've got Kazaa actually waiting to put the diffusers down. Not the diffusers, the shock wires down. I always get that wrong. I don't know why. I feel like every time I say shock wire, I'm saying the wrong thing, and I double guess myself. Oh well. Anyway, Evo picks up and does drone out Nanokids, and he's caught in a peculiar spot. He should get out of there ASAP, though. I'm not sure why he's hanging around or trying to play it safe in that corner. He's got the impacts to make a rotation, but Kicked is most likely already on the case. Concussions do go out and a couple of pre-fire shots. He won't be able to rotate just yet, but he is concussed. He won't be able to see very clearly. He's going to be prone, and so will the Zofia. Kicked with the double kill for himself will be now rotating all the way through, pushing the main site as well over by kitchen and, by the looks of things, main stairs.
Yes, so Kix did walk into one of those Capcan traps, lost just over half his health, but Nanokid's lost his whole life, so it was worth it as the Echo drone taken down. Not sure what that was by. I think it was a Zofia charge onto that shield, actually took down the Echo drone, so a bit unlucky timing there for Holiday, but 5v3 in favour of Scrypt as Holiday just going to spraying through that wall into blue.
Not many in blue at all, I think, I'm pretty sure, but it does look like once they get those walls open from the motor, and oh man, the fuser's in an awful position now. It does look like it's dropped in the middle of the staircase, and Kazaa has to try to bandit trick this over by the bar wall. Evo drops down very aggressively onto the B side, and he's going to need an arsenal trying to take control. Holiday stuck in a really peculiar spot, and he's partnered up with Kazaa, but it doesn't look like these guys are going to be able to deny the plant at all.
Yeah, I don't think they knew that the fuse was going down. As Evo gets another one, the Capcan Trap does down him, and Kazaa finishes him off, but he's got to find 3 more full health Scrypt players, and it's not going to happen as Rix is the one that takes down Kazaa. That is Scrypt winning the 3rd round, putting themselves up 2-1.
So the Capcan traps came in handy, but I don't think Capcan played that well enough. If he got droned out, he needed to get out of there ASAP. He had impact grenades. He could have used them. He didn't use that utility available. And I mean, he could have impacted that wall, impacted the hatch just there, and just completely shifted levels.
Yeah, he had a couple of possible rotates. He could have impacted into that connector area, or he could have impacted into bedroom. Obviously, he didn't know where the players were, but he didn't even try and rotate. He got shut down very easily. He was trying to bait them into that Capcan trap, and it worked, but he did lose his life for it, so it was not worth it for him.
I mean,
as we're going to see Church coming up for the 4th round.
Absolutely, and I mean, like, it's not about having confidence to take every fight that comes your way. You need to pick your battles. You need to know when you're pushing through, when you're going to be holding, and when you have to retreat so you can fight another day. Unfortunately, not the case so far with Nano Kids. Maybe a different tune being played this time, as we are seeing Titan on the Vigil as well. Probably a double roam if Nano Kids keeps that that trend up so far. He might. I doubt he's going to be playing on site though.
Yeah, I don't think Titan will be playing or Nano on site, so there'll be probably 2 roamers, which could be the difference here in this round. But if Scrypt read into this, get onto site, pick off one of the anchors, and they'll have a lot of control. As it looks like Titan's going to be over in the strip club. This is very interesting. It's easy to cut off the rotates here. If you take the billiards or the door next to billiards, and they know he's in there. Pre-fire is coming out here from Evo.
Yeah, Evo is going to be pushing through that strip club quite confidently, and all by himself. In fact, Titan, not sure if did they drone him? I don't think they droned him.
I'm not sure if they've droned him, but I think they know he's over that side of the building somewhere, because there were pre-fires coming out onto those walls and doors by Evo. But no, I don't think they know exactly where it is. They know, or they might actually. They're looking for this rotate here.
Yeah, so suspicions being correct. I mean, there are 2 roaming right now, and Titan is in a peculiar spot. Nano Kid's trying to back him up there, but oh no, he didn't see the feet. No, he did.
Surely he's
oh no! Oh, kicked.
Look down. Oh, he might get a few picks again. He was looking down a bit lower.
Looking for a bathroom break.
There we go. Easy killing the Nano Kids. Not sure what Nano was doing there.
I don't think he realized that his feet were exposed, but he does now. Titan is now pinched on all sides. Evo is going to be pushing through that bar, that billiards, and he's actually opening up the wall there. So Titan has to try to waste as much time as possible. He won't have a chance to rotate or anything unless he exits the actual site and the building and actually try to go for a long one. But they'll see him coming from a mile away. A couple more pushes from the attacking side, and Scrypt are looking quite confident. 4-4 in the rosters so far, though, Neon.
Yes, we see Kit looking for another fight here, and he's actually going to win that out against Titan. Another beautiful kill there from Kit. He's on fire. This whole play day has been on fire, and it's going to give Scrypt the man advantage. So looking for that Echo Drone that was up there last round, not there. But they've still got to contest Believe on this dock, and he has been hitting his shots on Clubhouse.
Absolutely. I'm surprised Wild Lotus has pushed back onto into a more passive role. I'm very used to seeing Wild Lotus go absolutely wild. And, I mean, pun intended to saying to the fact that he's actually one of their top fraggers. And him being on support is one thing, because, I mean, a gun is a gun and bullets are bullets. But the fact that he's not frontline, it just means that they're so much more confident that he can save the round if he just stays alive and actually just fulfills his job. But more kill holes coming from the flooring upstairs by the kitchen. It does look like Wild Lotus has to push through and actually get that exothermic down. Pushing with your pistol is faster than pushing with your assault rifle, for those that don't know, and it does look like with a very aggressive angle they will be able to clear out Holiday in the bar. push right on in, and that looks like Cuervo picks up a double. Kazaa, being the last one left, has to try to save this 1v3. And the pings are live, the pings are coming through, and it does look like he might be able to get a sneaky push right onto him. Thatcher goes down. Kazaa with a double kill so far. It does look like he has to rotate out of there and try to push this. No one's in the site so far, but they are able to get a very long angle. He doesn't have many other rotations other than telegraphing that he's going to be running right through the hall. He's in a particular position. It does look like Evo is trying to rotate. He sees the pings. He's out of his line of sight. He knows where the diffuser is, but it does look like... Oh, he just misses the shot. He has to rotate all the way around, and he has to fight 2 now and Scrypt win round 4. Very nice try, very nice try coming from Kazaa. But missing a couple of crucial shots in the very last few seconds costed him that round.
Yes, beautiful attempt at a clutch there, but it was just timing a couple of seconds either way, and he could have got both of those kills.
Yeah.
But wasn't able to. And yeah, we see third round going towards Scrypt, and they are looking very good on the attack side of Clubhouse.
I mean, in a situation like that, just pre-fire everything, dude. You know, just
Yeah.
go for it. You've got nothing to lose at that point. Well, I take that back. They have a lot to lose. They're losing against Scrypt in their second day. So they don't want to lose 2 today. If they lose 2 and then... let's say who's at the bottom with 0 points right now. If they win 2 or win 1, then they're almost even. Almost being the fact that Venberg aren't that high in the standings either.
Yeah,
Having
so
said
Venberg
that,
only have the 1 point, and so if they don't get any tonight. It's a big problem because next, who are up next, are equal with them, and let's say
I see
play
what you
tomorrow.
did there.
I'm glad you picked up on that one.
Yeah. You're gonna pick up on my co-caster's puns, you know. Echo with a drone actually inside the garage will be trying to hold that down as long as possible, and the position he's placed that yokai drone does mean that he will be able to see anyone actually breaching open those barricades over by the garage and try to stop them that way. Believe will be trying to... I think he's going to be holding down the construction as well with the other yokai drone, or maybe it's on site, not too sure at this point. But Bandit, Kazaa will be the one trying to hold down the catwalk.
Yeah, so it's interesting that we see Holiday switching off that Echo onto the Jaeger. So he's obviously going to be playing a more aggressive role, and it's actually Believe off the dock who's been doing so well onto that Echo. So we're going to see the Habana as well as the Thermite brought for this CCTV attack. So they're going to be able to open a lot. I think they might have been expecting a bottom floor, as it usually is kicked on the buck for the top floor attack.
Playing from the bottom up, it does look like a couple of drones go through, but I feel like too many drones are going through right now, and not anyone's just paying attention to where exactly the enemy should be. Nano Kids with a very high angle on the table might just be able to pick up Evo. He almost gets that one, but cops a couple of shots himself. Unfortunately, has to rotate out. Trying to find a new angle. Does look like, oh, he misses the shot. His holographic scope actually blocking Nano Kids as he stands on top of the cash desk. Has a very nice angle though. Thank you for providing me this, he says. Oh no! Impacts and grenades down from below. It does look like 2 lifelines rolled down the last bandit there, and Kazaa gets picked up and has no more shock wires to try to defend that wall. It's going to get exothermic by Wild Lotus, and he won't be able to hold it for too much longer, other than maybe that staircase by the storage.
Yes, as we see Kick get his second kill for the round. This bloke is on absolute fire here, as he also downed Kazaa. Wild Lotus going to be losing that fight to Believe. Believe still hitting those shots no matter what ACOG you give him. He's still got full control of this garage, as well as an Echo to play with. Kazaa on low health trying to contest onto Kicked. Probably not the best idea, as Kicked is hitting his shots as well. And it looks like they're going to be trying to push out Believe in the garage.
And they've got him in a pincer. He doesn't have many positions. They've seen his foot, and they get the headshot. Believe doesn't win that one, and they have to rotate through. Out of lifeline grenades and concussions and impacts and utility, they just have to push with their gunfight. Try to get a couple of kills.
20 seconds to go here, and they've got the man and the health advantage here. So Scrypt should be able to do this. The diffuser is going down, but is NanoKid's going to be able to deny this? He's going for it, but Riz takes down Kazara. It's all up to NanoKids. He gets one. He's going to get the second. He's going to get a kill for himself, but no, Rix is going to finish him off. Very lucky there for Scrypt, and they do get their 4th round, but NanoKid's doing a beautiful job there to get it. And whew, that was
close.
Yes.
That was close. That was a fantastic rotation by NanoKids, and he actually almost saved that. The plant was denied. He picked up a nice kill, but he should not have tried to go through that window a second time. Would have been better if he just rotated back into the cash stack or just gone to the other side of the service stack. But unfortunately, they will go down there, and Scrypt are yet again 4-1, very far ahead of Venberg.
Yeah, I don't think NanoKids expected all 3 of them to be posted up in the garage, so he's just trying to get out of there. As Evo tried to go for the 6 pick, but got stuck on an Ash. That is a very tactical 6 pick there, Ash to Ash. As we see CCTV coming out for the 4th time on the Venberg defense.
Well, it's symbolic, because they're going ashes to ashes with Venberg, and they are just getting absolutely burnt in this setup so far. I was hoping for a little bit more, but doesn't look like we're going for anything too complicated so far. NanoKids is going to be putting down those signal disruptors and trying to deny as much intel as possible. I believe we'll be trying to help hold the garage yet again. Not sure if it's positioning or where he's going to be camping out, but it does look like so far for Venberg, they are coming closer in each of these rounds.
Yeah, especially that last round. It came down to well, it was a 1-on-3, but NanoKids managed to get 2 of them, so he brought it back to a 1-on-1. But I think that we need to see Venberg win this round if they want to have any chance in this map. Going a 5-1 onto attack, going down 5-1, it's going to be very hard for them to bring it back. But we'll see how they go in this round, as they're bringing the exact same lineup as last round, as Kick has been put back onto this buck, and he's going to take a lot of damage there from 2 different angles. He's going to be prepping this grenade. He might be able to get it here. No, it's not going to do any damage to any player. And he's still not going to be able to do any damage. He is seeing some people, but not being able to hit their shots. And he's been taken down to about 25 health. So it's going to be a very dangerous game if he keeps playing below.
Hopefully they swap this up just a little bit. Scrypt here on their last attack round. Surely waiting for that defense round to roll through, but doing so well so far. Will Venberg be able to change the pace, the tempo, and the scoreline once they swap over to attack? We didn't see their attack do so well last round, but he does pick up a very easy kill onto Kick, trying to play from the bottom up, and Evo refrags onto him swiftly. That Ash just doing so much work right now. It does look like he will spot another with the drone. Hops off it, maybe throw a couple of flashbangs in there, but I don't think he's going to be able to push that point blank on that window. Exothermic is successful, and Evo will be pushing down from the main lobby as well. Neon, this matchup, this round is a little bit different from what we saw on Coastline.
Yeah, so these ones going a bit slower here for Scrypt, their attack. They're playing a lot more methodical, but they still are getting through the strategies of Venberg. But Venberg looking better on this map. The rounds are getting a lot closer.
Yeah, a lot closer is definitely what it is.
Yeah, only a minute to go. It's still a 4v4, so this is a very good chance here for Venberg, as Holiday is going to catch sight of Evo on the Ash below. He's not going to be able to get the kill though. It still is a chance, as Evo's still playing below. 45 seconds to go. If there's any of these Yokais still up nearby site, this could be detrimental for Scrypt.
Titan is trying to hold it as long as possible, and their lineup is even in manpower just now, but will they be able to pick up the kills? I feel like Venberg are in a very advantageous spot right now, but Scrypt have the good amount of intel they require in order to execute. Does look like Cuervo picks up a kill into Believe, and that's one of their top fraggers out of the box, out of the game, and out of sight.
That was a huge kill onto the Echo as well, as he's going for this C4 play again. He's going to get a double kill from NanoKids, putting the man favor back into his team's advantage. But Quavo's just going to push onto site, get 2, but Titan's going to get Evo. It's all up here to Quavo. Doesn't get it. NanoKids getting himself a triple kill, 2 with that C4, and winning his team that round. Venberg getting another 4-2 split, or 2-4 split. but I think they'll be a bit happier with this compared to their coastline splits.
Yeah, absolutely. It's much closer, and they are showing up a little bit better now. Venberg, Nano Kids, especially for me, Nano Kids and Believe are doing some pretty good work here on Clubhouse. So definitely much more comfortable on this site than Coastline. They're a little bit more used to the rotations, and they're actually playing it out a little bit better. But it does look like they still have a lot of work to do. Still an uphill battle. 4-2, round 7. So it's still salvageable, Neon.
Yes, it is very salvageable here. Venberg, if they keep playing as a team, and that's what they seem to be doing a lot more on Clubhouse compared to Coastline. If they keep playing that team game, which they especially need to do on the attack, then they've got a very good chance of picking up a few rounds here and making it a very close game. But we see CCTV coming out first with a castle from Scrypt.
Castle will be able to manipulate this map up just a little bit more and provide some cover, some safety, and expend a little bit more utility, namely soft impact grenades and or breach charges. So Castle should be handy here, but how are they going to play this? Does look like they're just going to choose to... Oh, he misses that drone. Drone 1 because Wild Lotus 0. I mean, Wild Lotus can click on all the hits he wants, but just not any of these drones, man.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be using that castle downstairs in that lounge area, so it looks like they're going to be trying to stop a bit of that vertical play. But there is a lion and a jackal on the side of Venberg, so it's going to be problematic here for any roamers of Scrypt, as that was Wild Lotus getting spotted out on that drone. And we'll see how this attack progresses. They're free to go into stock, so they've given up a bit of map control here using this castle.
Yeah, so they're playing quite well so far. Can they bring this back? We've seen bigger comebacks, and it's still a salvageable matchup lineup so far. Evo's going to relocate the yokai drone. It will stick upstairs, and he does notice that there are a couple of drones rolling through. So he's going to be a little careful of his positioning right now. He can't go down too early, or they do lose a lot of utility really fast.
Yeah, there was still one player in that lounge area for Scrypt, so there is a bit of backup there for the player in Rafters. It looks like Cuervo's going to be going for this bandit trick. His Sophia's coming out, and he's not going to be able to hit it. Is he? He does get it, even though 2 concussions used by Kazar. Cuervo is going to be able to get both those bandits down, and no Thatcher from Venberg is going to hurt them here.
None at all. It does look like they are going to be still trying to get into the side, and great job by Cuervo to actually deny that, even though he was concussed. Good timing, good choices, and it does look like, oh, Kazaa picking up another kill right onto Wild Lotus being taken out by Titan as well, and that Jackal is doing so much work. So a very aggressive stack coming out from Venberg with those operator choices so far. He doesn't want to Sonic Burst just too soon, but it does look like those castle barricades are allowing them to play a little bit more aggressively downstairs over by the staircase, and a little bit safer as well. Believe's gonna have to rotate out of there, pull back in with the P12 and the electronic detector, take out the yokai drone, and oh, Evo gets down, but he's not out just yet. They might be able to salvage and pick him up, but no, Cuervo picks up one more for himself, and Rix is all alone. He won't be able to pick up Evo. It's a 1-2 situation right now, and it doesn't look good for Scrypt. Oh no, he just almost took out his own teammate, and that's a bit of a yikes, but smoke grenades will go out there. Toxic Babes will save them just now, while remote gas grenades. One vaults through. He misses that opportunity. He gets taken up by the next peeking over, and it does look like Venberg take the win on round 7 with an aggressive push.
Yes, Venberg picking up 2 rounds in a row, first on attack. So it'll be interesting to see whether Scrypt try get on that CCTV cache, or whether they go downstairs onto Church and Armory, as it looks like they are going to be sticking CCTV again, even though I'm not going to say they got beaten easily, but Venberg looked very good on their attack there.
Yeah, so a very different Venberg that we saw last last round, and it does look like I feel like Scrypt are confident that they can come back to this site, change things up, and actually maybe just amend some of their mistakes. They might need a little bit more attention over by the garage.
Yeah, so they are going to be, first change that I've noticed here is they are going to be bringing that Maestro. So that'll be interesting to see where he plays, probably up in those rafters instead of the Echo. So not sure what the change is there for, as both operators are very good. Evo just might be a bit more comfortable on the Maestro.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see a bit more aggression, I want to say, from Scrypt. They kind of sat back in sight and got picked apart a bit at the end there. But we'll see what happens here.
Hopefully they don't get dismantled too easily, but Wild Lotus with those barricades again will be bringing it around. Definitely not the reason why they lost, and definitely not a contributor to any reason of why it wasn't working well enough. So opening this up now is going to be a little bit different for Rix as well. They are going to be able to hold this bottom section a little bit better, and that means that they have less room for vertical play. Titan will be pushing through from the other side of the map, and he might just be able to get a couple of footprints, but he still has a rotation downstairs through the armory and the church and CC, through the church, in order to pick up a couple of footprints, maybe on the other side here. But even then, the storage where it does come up is barricaded as well. He's gonna have to rotate eventually once they realize where he is, but he should be able to provide a little bit more pressure from the master bedroom and construction.
Here we go. Evo playing very aggressively, looking into that thermite breach. There's going to be no one out there. But there's also no one outside the garage door putting pressure on him. So he's free to play in this position, as Kazal's going to be opening up this stock castle barricade. And they know that there is a player there. This could be an easy pre-fire here for him. Especially if there's some more pressure from garage or the electrical closet. But it looks like there's going to be a second player on those stairs backing him up, as the bandit trick is going to try and occur.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's going to be able to pre-fire that, and he will be able to pick up that kill onto Wild Lotus. That's one of their top fraggers taken out there. One impact, and the last from his lifeline will be able to scare Cuervo. He's not out of the game just yet, but it does mean that that position that he's going to try to hold and use to actually shockwire and bandit trick the wall will be denied, or they're going to make it a little bit harder for him to get it open. So Nano Kids with the exothermic as well is waiting for the right chance to actually breach that open, while Kazaa is going to have to push in through with just like 20, 25, 30 health. Not exactly the best position for him so far, but it does look like they're going to use E1D yet again. Cuervo in the wrong side, pushes to the wrong end, is unable to actually bandit trick that, and does look like Holiday will have a field day trying to put in 40 rounds from that V305 into the wall. Doesn't pick up any kills so far, but Evo does get picked up, and it does look like Scrypt are being dismantled. Kazaa is low, and Kick, sorry, has to rotate through it. Oh, he picks up a nice double for himself. A triple, in fact, and Holiday goes down, Kazaa goes down, and their attack is completely dismantled. Now back down to a 2-3. Believers not actually able to pick up that kill as well, and does look like Nano Kids is putting as much DPS as he can into that wall. Nano Kids taking a little bit more damage, might be able to pick up the next. No, he gets down and they have to shoot through and try to pick him up. Believe is not going to be able to save this one, I don't think. He might be able to, but Scrypt cleaned that one up with an impossible save coming up from Kicked. What is that, man?
Yes, Kicked getting a 4K in that round. I'm not sure how he was able to pull off that flank, as he had to pull down the castle barricade and still managed to get a double kill looking out there.
I think they just couldn't hear it over their gunfire. You know, like
I think and I think the E1D was going off the line charge as well, so that might have impacted them as well. So we see a gridlock coming out from Titan. That's what I like to see. First gridlock of the night. Please stick that.
Bring in the Aussie operators to clean it up. If you don't have Capitao around, Gridlock is a fantastic substitute. She has that area denial. She has a shotgun for soft breaching. She's got a fantastic LMG with 60 rounds, a magazine fed LMG it is, and it's going to be able to just reload quick, get more gunfire down, and spam more gunshots. Keep that oppressing and suppressing fire over the enemy, make it hard for them to actually peek their head out. If you don't like that, the F90 is also a fantastic assault rifle, fantastic carbine. But it does look like not only that, in addition to the Lion, they are going to be trying to get that plant down and denying anyone from retaking that site. They have a castle. Wild Lotus is most likely going to be barricading it up over by the gym as he rotates and tries to hold that down. But yet again, we are seeing, as usual, a lot of investment over by the cash room. Full barricades, just trying to hold it down as long as possible. Will they be able to anchor it?
Yes, hopefully Venberg read into this, and they'll obviously have to use some utility to try and flush them out of cash, but that is a strategy that I've seen from a few Pro League teams as well as a few Challenger League teams in ANZ that when I was watching, using that deployable shield at the doorway, and then either using a kite, where the kite is banned on this one, so probably using a mute and maybe a few impact grenades to stop those thermite charges. And with there only being the 2 thermite charges, he didn't have to use them sparingly.
He definitely can't waste them. Doesn't have the luxury of doing that, but the mute jammers will make it hard for them to actually get any recon on that side. Kazaa actually gets downed. I'm not too sure how, but believes that his teammates should be able to pick himself back up. There we go. TCH3 exothermic charge will be going down. Nano Kids has to rotate out of there. It gets blown open, and they don't have too much intel on the inside, but with Rix hanging over by construction quite aggressively, should be able to stop anyone from pushing through that side, along with the operator playing from inside cash. So Wild Lotus is already trying to push up and trying to take over. That shield barricade there actually makes it easy for them to counter anyone aggressing and pushing up through. Wild Lotus gets detected, and he will have a couple of pings on him. He has to relocate. I'm not sure if they're going to actually waste time on trying to find him, but if he does actually bring in a little bit more attention, that might be exactly what they need.
Another line E1D charge going off here. He's kicked to get that first kill, but Holiday is pushing aggressively this bathroom. There is no one in there, and Evo with a beautiful shot on the SMG11 takes down Holiday. That is the line off the board. 2-man advantage here for Scrypt, as we also have Kazaa very low as we hear the gridlocks coming off. Titan, a beautiful shot there, but immediately traded off by Rix. So still that 2-man advantage here for Scrypt.
Fantastic reaction from Rix to actually bring that in and help his teammate refrag there, saving a good number. And Nano Kids with a free kill onto Kicked will just mean that Scrypt and Venberg are a little bit more even. Kazaa is super low. He's not exactly in a favorable position either, and they can't get that castle barricade open very easily. The diffuser is in this tough spot right now, and if they want to retrieve it, he's going to have to expose himself quite a bit.
Yeah, there is a bulletproof camera looking at that, so they know diffusers there. If Rix takes down Nano Kids, it's all up to Kazaa here on this statue. He's got to get a 3k to clutch it up. He's only got 20 health, and Wild Lotus is going to get him with that UMP. And that is Scrypt taking that round and putting themselves, I believe, onto match point.
Should be match point indeed, and
yes, it is. Is it
not?
Yes, it is. No,
oh,
it is
there
match
we go.
point. It is match point. We got it.
Casters Pro League, by the way. All of us just not even aware of the scoring right now. But here we go, 6-3. Scrypt leading up and being very strong so far in their time pushing through match point, and they're bringing out the Mozzie on defense. So
yes,
Mozzie operators galore.
Yes, Mozzie we does see a lot more pro play than Gridlock, as we're going to be going to Church. So what we didn't note there was Scrypt did go to gym and bedroom as their secondary bomb site and managed to win it. So now they're going to be going down to Church, which a lot of teams use as their primary or secondary bomb site. So Scrypt should be able to hold this if the trend continues, as they are going to bring out a very aggressive lineup here with the Jaeger Bandit, Allah, and a Mozzie.
Oh man, he does miss the drone just by a little bit.
Another one, he misses that one as well.
Get good kicked. No, I mean he is already fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but
He just needs to get
man,
better.
he needs to get drone hunter better. But does look like a very standard setup so far from the defending side. Scrypt are not taking any chances, not taking or playing anything too wildly so far, and it does look like, there we go, Kick gets 2 free drones.
That's what we like to see from the Mozzie. That's a lot more intel for them, as they aren't bringing any other intel operators apart from this Mozzie. He's going to be driving that round straight away, putting it in a position probably in the bar by the looks of it to watch big area. And obviously the attackers won't know that drone's been taken.
No, not at all. And while they try to push up through the strip club and try to clear out that western side of the map, they should be able to push through and get some vertical play as well, with Kazaa drones out and pushes through the garage, Believer through the garage storage. Doesn't seem like there's too much contest just now. There aren't too many members actually out. Actually, I take that back. It's surprising because most of the time we don't see defenders playing outside the site. They're normally all in that basement area.
Yes, we sometimes do see a short roam like Kicked is doing here, but we don't often see a lot of players upstairs, as Kicked could get caught out here, but he could catch out the Venberg if he doesn't get droned out. Holiday, I'm not sure if he knows he's there. If he does, he can just throw a nade in there. And he does have support from Nano Kids as well. That is Holiday on the sledge. I don't think they know Kicked is there.
I don't think so at all. He's got a very interesting angle into Cuervo, and Evo are trying to rotate around. He sees the one, he gets caught, and he actually downs him. Takes out that kill for himself, and that grenade, like you said, picks that one up. Actually, no, Holiday flushes him out with that, but it does look like, ooh, Evo cleans that one up for his teammate. Cuervo as well, going to try to back up his teammate from the top, but they have that diffuser now, and they're going to try to hold off the rest of Venberg while they try to retake it. They're not going to win without that. And they're going to have to take the fight to them. It does look like they pick up one more kill on Cuervo, and it brings it to a 3-3 situation.
Yes, you can see that drone above Evo's head. That's probably giving a lot of information there. It says a Mozzie captured drone. And they don't know that Evo's here, I don't think, as he's going to be peeking around. Or he knows that there's players nearby. As he sees that Alatrap goes off, he's in a perfect flanking position here. And he's still got diffuser. They know that somebody's nearby. They just don't know exactly where. And with 45 seconds to go, he can be a big thorn in the side of this Venberg team.
When they get that diffuser, and they do have eyes on that rotation he's eyeing as well. But they're making a short beeline straight down the main stairs, trying to get into the bar, the church, to get that plant down. They don't have any hard reach on them, and they're going to have to force their way through. This looks like Jaeger will be pushing through. Evo gets picked up, Believe, kills him, and now has to contest and push all the way through the toxic smoke. Wild Lotus has the angle over into the biker and motor room, and it does look like, oh, Rix with a very easy kill onto Believe cleans that one up. They're pushing through, and Elosh Grismont denies a lot, but it does look like it's brought down to a 1v1 while Titan cleans that one up himself. I'm sorry, I potatoed.
And yeah, that is Scrypt taking map number 2, 7 rounds to 3. So Venberg, they on the scoreline they only got one more round, but they looked a lot more convincing there. Their team play was a lot better, but they were not able to get the win. And Scrypt do manage to get themselves 6 points, as we see Kicked with 15 kills for himself. It brings his total to, I believe, 27 for the 2 maps.
So Venberg have a very interesting playstyle, and it's not very orthodox for the professional league for Southeast Asia or most other regions, but they have shown that they do have the potential to still bring the fight to Scrypt, and I can only hope to see good things come out from